Dr. Shivangi. Today's topic is absolute threshold and differential threshold. As in the previous videos, we already started the playlist for the subject consumer behavior and also discuss various topics related to it like uh, consumer decision making process, different models of consumer buying behavior, and perceptual process and so on. So in today's video we'll discuss about the topic absolute threshold and differential threshold. You can also watch other videos, links are provided in the description box. So before I start the video, I want to say you that if you like my video, please like and share this video and don't forget to subscribe my channel which is Learning with Dr. Shivangi. Now coming to the main topic which is absolute threshold and differential threshold. What is the concept, what is the application of these types of threshold, we'll discuss here. The point at which an individual senses a difference between something and nothing is referred to as an absolute threshold for a particular stimulus. For instance, two friends after a long ride on the motorbike are hungry. When these two friends first spot a restaurant, it is said to be their absolute threshold because they get something and because they have the condition of nothing. If both of them spot the restaurant at different times, they are said to have different absolute thresholds. Under conditions of constant stimulation, that is, the individual getting exposure of certain objects or events, then, in spite of the absolute threshold increasing, due to the adaptation process, the stimuli will cease to make a positive impression. This sensory adaptation is a problem which most of the advertisers try to avoid. Sometimes there are few conditions of constant stimulation in which a person or consumer exposed to certain objects or event in which absolute threshold is increasing due to adaptation process. If viewers are continuously exposed to the same as for a long and continuous period, after some time they will no longer see the ad as it is. That is, they will no longer see the ad such to provide sufficient sensory input. It is due to this sensory adaptation problem that many of the television advertisers change their advertising campaigns after some time. When we see something for a long time, we are adapted to that particular object, that particular event or advertisement. So we have to change something. We have to, the marketers have to change something to grab the attention of the consumers. If the advertisement, whether shown on TV or in print media, loses its initial impact on consumers' minds and will cease to provide sufficient sensory input to be noted, it will be preferable to change ad campaigns. For instance, the advertisement showing the Tata Sky ad shows variations in ads in order to avoid the threat of ever increasing advertising clutters, and with the emergence of new media, advertisers have realized the necessity of developing new advertisers for new media buying ideas so as to strengthen and help in their brand building efforts. When there's any ad display on the TV, then marketer try to use new business idea, new buying ideas to supporting their ad campaigns. The advertisers use various methods of media space and timing of the ad so as to increase the consumers viewers sensory inputs. Many planners are now seeking unique ways to draw and gain the attention of the consumers. Generally, marketers and organizations try to display new items in front of consumers so that their ads get attention easily. Some advertisers some advertise their products on bus shelters, on the rear side of the public transport vehicles like auto rickshaw, cargo trucks, bus, mobile vans, and there are many who spent have their product appear during various TV programs and in movie halls also. Apart from increasing inputs to consumers, the marketers also want to enhance their products and entice consumer to buy. So organizations generally try to input new strategies, new framework to grab the attention, to attract the attention of the consumers so that they can buy their product and services. So this is all about the absolute threshold and differential threshold. I again summarizes all the points so that you can easily understand about the topic. So at the point at which some individual senses a difference between something and nothing is referred to as an absolute threshold for a particular stimulus. The sensory adaptation is a problem which most of the advertisers try to avoid. In the case of adaptation process, when we see something for a long time, we are adapted to them, and there's nothing a stimulus in this condition. If you are continuously exposed to same for a long and continuous period, after some time they will no longer see the ad as it is. So advertisers use different types of options to publish their ads according to the stimulus factors in their ads. They can also use the media space. Timing of the media space is also important in the case of stimulus factors. Some of them of uses bulb shelters, rear side of public transport, and some are uses TV media also. So these are all about the absolute threshold and differential threshold. If you have any query about this topic, or if you want to know about any other topic related to research methodology, business management, business environment, you can ask me through comment box. If you like my video, please like and share this video, and don't forget to subscribe my channel, which is Learning with Dr. Shivangi. Met in the next video with new topic. Thank you everyone.